this is a fantastic area. If you want to see what the Los Angeles River habitat looks like, you should come to the Sepulveda Basin Wildlife Reserve. The LA River is coming right through here.
Very nice to hear birds and just see them floating along the lake. So it's a really great way to just disconnect.
I'm here with Friends of the LA River. We're at the Sepulveda Basin with California Native Plant Society, weeding invasive plants.
The Native Plant Society has been working for over a decade trying to remove the non-native plants so the native plants have a chance to establish.
A native plant is a plant that's from here. No one had to bring it here.
A plant that was here when the saber-toothed tigers were here and when the ground sloths were walking around. The plants were here before us European sorts of people got here.
They've evolved right here to handle the climate that we have here. The native plants provide the food for the baby birds, for all the organisms, the insects that live here.
Another thing that native plants help with the California environment is that they don't really require much water compared to like invasive plants.
In nature, a native plant will help establish an ecosystem. It'll actually be a part of the food chain. So animals that are from here will eat that plant or eat bugs that grow on that plant, which doesn't happen with non-native plants. A non-native plant is a plant that would have been brought here by someone, so it wouldn't just grow naturally. So this is mustard. This is a non-native plant. If you look closely, each of these little twigs has countless tiny, tiny seeds. All of these seeds are going to spread because it's invasive here.
The root goes down about this deep, so it basically removes all the water from the upper part of the soil. It makes it really difficult for slow-growing native plants to get themselves established.
Mustard in particular releases a chemical that kills the fungi in the soil, and California native plants need fungi to grow. There were no earthworms here originally, so they use fungus instead. Once a month, Friends of the LA River hosts Habitat Restoration Days, where we bring volunteers out here to the Sepulveda Basin to pull invasive plants out of the ground, and that makes room for native plants to be able to grow. We give volunteers gloves and tools, and you get down and you get your hands dirty. Afterward, we go on a bird tour as a little reward, and it's beautiful. You see lots of different birds here at the Sepulveda Basin.
We have a dawn patrol that meets twice a week at dawn on Tuesday and Thursday mornings here in the Sepulveda Basin Wildlife Reserve, and we work a little bit every week, but we've accomplished a tremendous amount over the decade and plus that we've been working here.
It's just very gratifying to be out here and to see the areas cleared away from the weeds and to see the native plants growing, and it's really made a big difference over the years, and there's some areas where the weeds don't come back.
Something you could do to help would be, first off, just try it out, go to the outside. Come here a lot and enjoy it. I'll bet it does you good.
Knowing is good already because you can, spread the word to your family and friends and just like be able to point out like, oh, that's not a really good plant.
You can even just do this in your backyard. You can plant native plants or you can remove invasive plants, and anything you do helps.
I may not be living on my ancestral homeland. This is the homeland of the Gabrielone Tongva peoples, but I can still learn to be a good steward of the land and have a relationship with the land and the plants here.
By the end of the day, you see that you've made a real difference because the whole field will be bare, and that's a whole place where native plants can start to grow back.